Good evening, traders. Welcome to the news summary of the day video. I will try to make it short, and I want to start with fresh chart, with zones just for today. What was interesting levels, which were interesting levels, and how to draw the correct zones. Take a look on this here. We have indecision candle, break of structure, and a leg out. But for me, this is not a valid supply because of volume. Let's compare. We can see that the volume bar on this leg out is lower than at the base. So for me, this is not a valid zone. I like when the leg out is the very fast locomotive, right? Which just started from the station as a base, and then the volume is still going up. In this case, the volume was lower than on this indecision. So I'm looking where it was a bit higher. Here, this bearish candle has a very high volume, but this is not so clean as a leg out. I can agree. Here we have big spike candle with huge wick to the upside and downside, and then the leg out which closed at the spike. But I'm marking this because this is interesting area for me as a potential supply because of the high volume. This candle caused the break of structure here, this lows, this support, and also delivered very fast the price to this area which looks like a demand. So I'm marking this. Sorry, I prefer just different color for supply. And maybe on different time frame here, this is there can be better confirmation what this is exactly and what happened here. So I'm focused on the volume. So once again, lower volume on the leg out than in the base is for me invalid zone. So something can be still higher. So let's switch to the M30, and here we have some explanation. As here was the support, and as I'm calling, they bought for a sell. As here we have the small demand already made. Price was ranging, huge shot to the up to really get better price for a true sell, and it happened. So all the moves happened exactly here. So I believe that this is the true supply zone, the manipulation move. The demand was broken, so we're more sellers because we need the power to break some area, some zone. And then what more? Yesterday we had a nice demand. Check the volume, the leg out is with higher one, very correct. And here I have my demand zone. Yes, I know that now it's broken, but when the day started, I like to have fresh zones just above the current price action and below. And let's make it blue as I prefer. Okay, so these are two zones, very close to each other, good price action, and we could expect something. So when I'm opening my chart, I see the price is inside supply or very close to supply, so obviously I'm looking for a sell, not to buy, not to predict the break of the zone. Yeah, in this case we could say that price spent here a lot of time, was smashing from downside, but the volume was very low. It was the Asian session, so still could be valid. So that just the rule that in supply we are looking more for sells than a buys. Looking for a buys, this is very aggressive, can sometimes play well, but these are aggressive trades. If you like to protect your capital and taking only low risk trades, it is better to look with the direction of the zone. Okay, now the missing part is to find the imbalances. So let's move the tool. I like to have this strike set as a 10, and then I don't need to switch anything. And I like to see the zero side. Here, very good confirmation that this is the demand, as here the imbalance as 11 on the buyer's side, and this is also the higher edge of the zone. Here's some nice story. Yes, here was the last supply. The lower imbalance is 50 on the seller side. This is a very big imbalance, was broken, and when the locomotive started from the station, it was so high, so sharp move that they needed the imbalances. The sellers didn't have time to react to break this supply. So here we have imbalance. This is the reaction. So I treated this as a potential support as well, even if the imbalance was filled already. Yes, by this move, the first touch with the zone, in my head was just a very good level. This is the higher edge of demand, just confirmed once with the imbalance, so looks very good. Okay, and here we have the false demand, which these imbalances were also broken. So very nice area. We could even here's the 10, here's the 13, like a small box just inside as a potential resistance level. Okay, now I'm ready to switch to the M1 time frame to read the price action. Now so we have here the broken buyer's imbalance levels, so like a imbalance pool. We have here the demand, the higher edge. We need to remember that this is the buyer's imbalance already filled, but good confirmation that the higher edge of demand is strong, is valid. And here we have the Asian low, and we can now read something. The Asian low, and here's also the looks like small zone. Right here we have the supply, so they sold to get a better price for price delivery to the supply for a buy. So I would mark here a small demand just below the Asian low. Yes, here we have also confirmations like this is the really truly support just above the zone, and somewhere here. Let's take a look once again if I drew it correctly. Yeah, now yes. Okay, so the first trade I would look, and I missed this one, was the first sell. Here is a beautiful price action. Prices taking the highs. Yes, here we have the Asian highs. Here price missed the imbalance pool inside the supply, and we have here a strong push, very high volume with imbalance, which was directly broken. Then price came back with decreasing volume, and what to do here? I would take a sell with my fixed 3 pips stop loss on retest of this broken imbalance. With 3 pips would be very hot because the spike with spread could kick me out. I don't know. I wasn't really looking the charts at this moment, so I missed this one. So as I said, would be hot because of very big drawdown. Very big drawdown is for me over 2 pips. Sounds very funny and irrational, but 2 pips is very big drawdown. Yes, this is over 60% of our set stop loss. And I would re-jump this trade if I would be on charts on this retest. So this is what Stacks asked me yesterday, which I also explained on the on yesterday's SOT video, that why sometimes I'm measuring the bullish candle when I'm looking for a sell, because here was the imbalance. With this imbalance tool and footprint chart, I can see this better. I'm not trading blind now, so I would really enter this trade. So not here, I didn't find any imbalance on bearish move, so I would use the broken one as my support resistance in this scenario. And this trade should be closed because here we have the fresh made supply with really high volume. Yes, there was the spike volume after very small base. So I would say that this is the the small supply. So when I'm managing my position, I'm moving my stop loss above, while selling, of course, above the fresh made supplies or some critical points. Here, when I would be on this trade, I would say that this is the supply, that here's the imbalance, very good. So there should come the thinking, where I can accept the pullback to this imbalance, to join more sellers, or maybe give bigger place to take a breath and set the stop loss just above the supply. So the managing is important. Yeah, so in this trade, I would get, if this imbalance wasn't filled, here comes the one fast candle. Let's say I would be close at 3 pips in profits, so 1-to-1, but defended trade correctly. So it wasn't any gambling that, oh yeah, I'm on supply, I am selling right now. It was here it was with logic. So broken imbalance, retest with decreasing volume, and boom, jump to the trade. It's just the managing. That is very important. We are not setting to forget. I prefer to watch the charts all the time when I'm on the trade. So he would be defended to the 1-to-1 for 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Not bad. Yes. Important that this wouldn't be any loss. Then I found nice price action as creating the equal lows as a support on the already retested Asian low. It was also earlier support. So what could the retail traders think? Oh yes, this is the strong support, already retested 4 times. I am jumping into the buy. I didn't look for a buy, of course. I just found here very sharp move. Here these imbalances were juicy but very close to the supply, so I wouldn't try to jump here, especially that here we have the support. So I would like to find a buy setup a bit lower, and it happened. This whole move looks like what? Looks like the liquidity grab. It's very, very intensive fall. Just took the Asian low, just broke the support and reached the demand. So when price is inside the demand, I'm looking for a buys. Especially that the distance was very nice. From zone to the zone, it was my lovely almost 16 pips. I prefer the 15 if you all know this. But this is the distance worth the game, because it is the 1-to-5, very big potential. The bad thing in this setup was that the imbalance was very, very high. So it was hard to find the entry just down there. Here we also had the nice imbalance as 0-to-26 on the buyer side, but price didn't react here and just starting to make a compression. So for me, no entry. Yes, if price broke this imbalance nicely, I was still thinking, but what was the distance? Just like 9 pips, or to the imbalance like less than 8 pips. For me, invalid. Not worth the game. Yes, I like to reach at least let's say the 4R. Yeah, I prefer the 5. Just like the 5ers. And then I took a maybe risky trade, but I found that Johan and let me check who else. Johan and also Andrea Moscon, new member, also took this one. Very lovely. So I was focused on this imbalance as the strongest one. It is also not only M1 time frame imbalance, but we could find it also on the M5 footprint. So confirmed in 2 time frames. So my thoughts were that this is important level. That this caused the break of this low. This one candle was so sharp maybe not with volume, but I'm just reading breaking the imbalances, which one candle broke this. That it was the true beginning of the game. Here I would also mark another supply. There's two supplies as a double shield. I like this word. Double shield means for me how strong the sellers were. They make two barricades before they started any drop. So I found this level really safe one, and when the volume decreased almost to very big minimum, yeah, it was decreasing from almost 8 times as I remember. And anyway, no matter, so we can check this. I don't want to make zoom and zoom the charts and check this. I think that he was over 120 and just 14 or something like this. Volume was very low. I couldn't know that price would be in range. So honestly, I feel a bit stressed. I'm not stressed, it's a bad word. Not sure if the setup is correct. If maybe I should just close my position, because one bigger spike to reach the higher supply would kick me out, or yeah, just kick me out. I was thinking too much. So very nice, and just I felt better on this trade when I found that the bullish imbalance 16 on the buyer side were broken by next candle. So it was for me like, oof, this is a good setup. And the first thing which needed my focus on this one was the demand, and here the very good one not filled imbalance. So what I'm doing, I knew that this distance is like 12 pips, so almost my dream one. He was the 4R, but I was aiming to the lower one, because here I found that this is two zones close to each other. Usually I'm not aiming for the lower zone, just to the first one. I just wanted to check if this is possible. So at first, when the price is going so down, I'm moving my stop losses above the old supply or the important supply on the way. I move it here, and this imbalance was broken, right? So my confidence were better and bigger, and I was more sure. I had secured already 1 to the 3, and I was just looking what can happen more. What made my decision to aim for lower? Also the fact that he was the deep invader inside the zone. As we probably seen yesterday, also it was deeper invader inside one of the demand zones, and it was the sign that the zone is probably all used. There are no pending orders, because where could be? Somewhere here on lower edge, it's almost impossible, so high chances that this zone will be broken. This is all of course about the managing your position, how you move your stop loss, if you're doing this correctly, if you are giving the place for a breath. I don't know how to call this. It's just more place, right? The stop losses need to be moved correctly. For me, if I am selling, the supply is important area to move the stop loss. It's because if here would be a reaction from the supply from this imbalance as a spike, a big bullish candle which broke the supply, it could be the sign that the sellers are tired, or it was just a small move. They didn't want to make so big wave. And if supply is broken, I wouldn't hold this trade, because every next candle could take my profits back to the broker. So important thing. And yeah, I trusted this zone because this zone was bigger, and even on the higher edge was the imbalance of 0 to 11. It was my kind of support. So yeah, it played very well. Then we had very hard move. A lot of volume was here, but honestly I didn't know where to join the market. Let's check another imbalances. Here we had a big push to the zone with with buyers on bearish candle. Look how many buy contracts, 321, very massive. What I would do is to mark this 33571. 33571. So this is what I'm doing always on charts. Yes, I'm looking for important levels. I'm drawing the rays or trend lines, or drawing some boxes if the price action is hot and fast. And I'm watching what can happen. So this level was treated as a potential support just above the zone. You can see how price rejected multiple times from this one, and then boom, push to the down. Volume wasn't so high, left the imbalance, the zigzag, yes, up down, just reacting with the demand and push to the upside. Honestly, I wouldn't know how to enter. Maybe at closure of this candle with 3 pips, yeah, still above the higher edge. This is my style. Maybe I would join the market here. Yes, because we had break of this liquidity grab, the new high, price came back, left big order, the buy orders, just a liquidity grab with smaller volume. Maybe I would join. So this candle is a rejection candle with big spike. The spike means that when the candle opened here, the sellers were going down, but the buyers pushed them back up and closed above the previous candle, above the imbalance. So here the price action of these 4 candles could mean that the buyers are really strong, and some pending order or limit order is a better word maybe. The limit order was activated, was filled, and here I see now that here also the double shield demand, a smaller demand inside the bigger one. Maybe I would join the market here. And what could be the TP? Maybe this high. Let's check the distance. 11 pips, very nice. Here was also the supply zone, all to this equal highs, yes, as 21 pips, which was reached, perfectly reached, yeah, by a week. So if I would aim for this one, let's just check by reading the volume if it was safe to hold the price with the belief that this supply could be broken. Volume decreased, but didn't still react with the supply. And then look guys, high volume, because it caused the break of this last supply here, the small one, which missed the zone, the main one, our point of interest, and then boom, big spike, very high volume. So 2 high volume candles which are making a demand. There appeared the imbalance of 17. It was because the buyers needed so much power to break this high. So if I see the high volume inside the zone, the attacking of this, especially that this move looks like a compression as well, I could be more sure, while of course buying from bottom, that if this imbalance is not broken as a liquidity grab, I can still hold my trade by setting the stop loss below the demand. Yes, so in this case, it could be safe over 1 to the 2. 2% was already safe. So why not to continue your position? Yes, there are, as I said, 2 risky things. Yes, maybe this is liquidity grab to break it, but you are safe. So why not to aim for bit more than just 1 to the 3 or something like this? That's why I prefer to at least the 15 pips to get as much as possible. Yeah, from charts from my broker. Then bearish move broke this imbalance. So what I'm doing, I'm drawing a level. It is here 3369. Let's make it perfect. 3369. Sorry for boring video and too long. I just wanted to show you how I am. I don't know what happened now. How I am moving my or drawing my lines during the session. So okay, this is broken. So could be read as a very very good information that the sellers are controlling the market. They're back. They activated some order already. Second time touched this imbalance, this highs. Of course, it could be still one move from up there, but we are not looking for entry here, but we are already a bit deeper. Yes, here I would miss because the stop loss could be very big. The volume died, I can agree. I just didn't like this bearish candle. It is very long one. I even wasn't sure about this one. I like to see the small candle which are breaking the zones. I'm just feel more safe that the price don't want to reach the high from the previous candle. But maybe he was nice one. But the other thing is that the volume was low on this demand, right? He will have the last push and the volume decreased. So the fact was how to read this as a decreasing volume after breaking of this imbalance that price don't want to go up, or decreasing volume on the demand zone that price don't want to go down. So two possibilities. I just wasn't sure. Yes, I didn't take anything else. Just my first sell. So here could be risky, but when price broke another buying imbalance, I would say that the sellers are really strong. Just let's check if the volume died. It died, left imbalance. 3 pips above the candle could be very good sign that this is the safe trade. What we could aim for to this support, or yeah, as this line, 10 pips is a bit small. 12, 1 to the 4 is something nice. Good. It was also the higher edge of this, let's say of this demand. Yeah, almost 13 pips. It was good distance, worth the game in my opinion. And then it is New York. I'm not trading New York, and when the demand was broken, I hate to trade when I don't see what is on the left. I don't trust so much on the zones made previous year. Damn, it was that's more for our. It was this price levels he were last time at 1 year ago at the end of December. So it's up to you if you trust the so-called demand. Another case, it could be nice because for 1 year investment, yes, the year ago maybe some bank decided, oh yes, this is the demand zone, we can set here some limit order for future, and 1 year is the nice period of time. But I love to react for fresh things, yeah, maybe just for 2-3 days old zones. I feel just safer. It was when I was testing the book map, the heat map, and all orders book, that I realized that the big guys love to delete the orders to make liquidity. They're putting massive lot sizes as a limit sell order just above current price action, and when price is coming up there, they are deleting these ones, and at the same moment setting few more with higher lot size still above the current one. So this is, for us retail traders, this is something illegal. We cannot put massive lot sizes just below or above price action to make it like a magnet. because our broker could delete our account or give us warning, but probably no one have so enough account to make 50 millions. Maybe some scammers have this, yeah, like 100 million or $1 million accounts, but for us this is illegal. The banks are doing this. I found this on Heatmap and they are moving so fast, so it's up to us if we trust that year ago the limit order can still be set just in case for future or something like this. If they are moving and setting their orders every second as to manipulate the price, to push it, to make it a magnet, to make a better price for a sell or for a buy, and yeah, they are very active. So I really hate when I don't have anything on the left. So I would only mark the fresh supply zones on lower time frames as maybe M15 as well, just to check what's going on. And yeah, let's delete this demand. So I want to add last thing about the zones and the way I'm drawing this. Let's for example say about this supply. I love to draw the zone and also the previous low which the zone caused as a break of structure. Yeah, I'm usually setting this as drawing this as a line. Now I use the box just matter of time, because these levels are nice when we are looking for a buy from lower zone. I mean as a safe TP. So do not be greedy. Do not aim, as for example here we have a buy from demand and we can aim for 35 pips, because the broken low is like 20, it's way safer. So 20 pips is like 1 to the 7, and it's better to have 1 to the 7 in pocket than 1 to 12 with that you are not sure. So I'm always drawing the broken levels. Same if I'm talking about demand. I'm drawing the demand and the broken last level. These are I treat this maybe kind of key levels, but the important thing for me is that as a TP. A lot of time when I was doing some trades, I got private messages, why you didn't set your stop your take profit in the higher edge of this main demand. How did you know that price will not reach this now? Of course it reached later, like 2-3 hours later, but my TP was saved. Just it was set last time probably 4 or 5 pips above demand, and it was rejection from there because it was broken high from the past. It's very important not to be greedy, guys. Really catch the 15-20 pips waves. It is way safer, and you need, if you are a beginner or new member, you don't need to sit on charts for another half hour or 45 minutes to manage it correctly. It is better to catch what's yours, the fast move, catch the momentum probably, and be safe. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for over half our video. I just wanted to say a bit more. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.